The world Cassandra inhabited was one of practical alliance. Her marriage to Lycomedes, a widowed merchant twice her age, was a contract sealed with a dowry of olive groves. Affection was a distant hope. Duty was the daily bread. Love, in her world, was philia, the steady bond of shared purpose, of raising children and managing a household. It was a column holding up the roof of a life, sturdy and unadorned. Then, in the quiet afternoon hours, while Lycomedes napped, she found the scrolls. They were tucked away with his late father's things, treatises by a philosopher named Plato. Her fingers, stained with wool dye, unrolled the papyrus with a sense of trespass. She read of a love that was not a contract, but a catastrophe of the soul. Plato spoke of eros, a divine madness, a ladder that began with the beauty of a single body, but climbed, trembling, toward the contemplation of the beautiful itself. It was a love that sought not a partner for a household, but a mirror for one's own highest potential. The words were cool, intellectual, yet they burned her. They described a hunger she had never dared to name. Years later, after Lycomedes died and the olive groves were hers, a different kind of whisper reached her. It came with the caravans from the south, in fragments of verse traded like spices. These were not the measured dialogues of philosophers, but the fevered, nocturnal music of Arab poets. They sang of Layla, of Majnun, a love so all-consuming it drove a man into the wilderness of his own mind. This love was not a ladder to the divine. It was the divine itself, made manifest in a human face. It was obsession, sweetness, and exquisite pain. It was ishq. The poetry did not contemplate beauty. It was drunk on it, detailing the curve of a wrist, the dark pool of an eye, with a specificity that felt both sacred and profane. Sitting in her courtyard one evening, the scent of jasmine thick in the air, Cassandra felt the two streams merge within her. From the Greeks, she had the architecture, the idea that romantic love could be a transformative force, a path to something greater than oneself. From the desert poets, she received the fire, the raw, human ache, the celebration of the singular beloved, the sense that such a love was its own justification, even if it led to ruin. She looked at her own hands, no longer young. She thought of the sturdy, quiet philia she had known. It was good. It was real. But now she understood it was not the whole story. The concept took shape in her mind. Fragile and complete. A love that was both madness and meaning. Both a personal rapture and a glimpse of the eternal. It was a fusion of the Greek mind and the Arab heart. She had never experienced this love. She likely never would. Yet, because of a hidden scroll and a fragment of song carried on the trade winds, she knew it existed. She could imagine its shape, its terrible and glorious weight. And in that knowing, in that act of imagination alone, the world felt wider, deeper, and infinitely more beautiful. The idea had been born. It would wait, patient as a seed in dry earth, for centuries to unfurl.